Man, I'm going back in time with the time machine here today with the announcement that the New York Giants will be hosting the Cleveland Browns on Monday night and Sunday Night Football on NBC. And when I started falling in love with the Cleveland Browns and watching every game or going to every game or whatever, the team that was the rival was not today's rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it was the New York Giants. I can just about recall the entire lineup offensively and defensively of the Giants in the 50s, and that of course Frank Gifford was amongst them, and Pat Summerall and Y.A. Tittle, Charlie Connolly. I could name them all, and the Browns also with sending Jim Brown up against Sam Huff and all that. This is for us older people. This is a kind of a going back in time a little bit, and I like the idea of it, that it's a big-time game, the Giants and the Browns.
Yeah, Les, and isn't it true that the Dallas Cowboys game got booted out of that spot?
Yes.
And, that's what I thought I heard.
Cowboys and 49ers.
Yeah. How interesting, Les, that in 2020, the Dallas Cowboys have to make way or make room for the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
Especially when, what's that, Les?
No, go ahead.
Well, what I've tried to tell people on the radio, and of course I'll tell them, your worldwide audience on the Les Levine show, is this. For those Browns fans who are saying, 9-3, largely built on bad teams, and they beat the Titans and they beat the Colts, big deal. They haven't beaten Pittsburgh or Baltimore yet this year, and wake me up when they go deep into the playoffs and all that kind of stuff. I say to them, enjoy this in the moment, number one, because 9-3 does not happen very often for this franchise, certainly since 99. It never has happened, and the last time they were 9-3 was 94 with Belichick. But the other thing is, what's that?
And Testaverde.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: the NFL is not for long, and that applies to in a lot of cases, not just injuries. But you don't know from 1 minute to the next if you're going to be a good team. You might be a bad team the following year if a couple guys get hurt. You might think your rebuild is on schedule, and all of a sudden it gets derailed. Or maybe you go from 4 wins to 11 wins because of a soft schedule and a lot of breaks. I just urge people to remember this. It wasn't that long ago, 2016 and 2017, when the Cleveland Browns won 1 game and lost 31, okay? And after that 2017 0-16, the head coach of the Cleveland Browns by the name of Hugh Jackson fulfilled his promise and jumped in Lake Erie because his 0-16 was worse than his 1-15. I witnessed it. I was there, Huntington Beach and Bay Village. I saw an NFL head coach jump in the lake because his team went 0-16. At that point, I said to myself, you know what? I'm glad they're doing this for charity. I'm glad they're trying to put a positive spin on it. And Jackson was even calling it a cleansing. But I was also saying, how far has this franchise fallen to the point where its head coach is in the lake? So think about that, and then think about 9-3 only 3 years later, and you appreciate what this team is doing.
Yeah.